Hello, welcome back to Nothing Fancy. Today we're going to do some home maintenance on this John Deere Gator 850i. Okay, so this is the kit that we're going to be using. I got this directly from John Deere. That's the part number right there for it. It comes with oil filter, comes with 2 new spark plugs, comes with a new fuel filter and air filter. This is a pretty expensive little service project. This will cost you about $160 to get this directly through John Deere, but it's not a terribly hard process to accomplish. So the first thing that I'm going to do is change out the spark plugs. Now you got 2 spark plugs on this engine. There's one right here, and this is the easiest one to get to. Now the second one is a little bit more of a booger, and you can see it right down in here just behind your passenger seat. Now what I ended up having to do was get a socket extension and a wobble and feed it in from right here, and I was able to get onto that spark plug to take the old one out and to put the new one in. Coming up next is the oil. And right here is your oil fill reservoir and also your dipstick where you can check your oil levels. And to drain the oil, you have to have a hex bit. And I do believe that it was a size 10. As you come underneath the Gator, you'll see on the skid plate kind of this oblong hole. And in that hole, I don't know how well you can see it, there it is. That is the drain plug. I've already drained the oil, and that's why there's a little bit of oil residue on there. But that is a 10 millimeter hex bolt. There are some other bolts up here that some people get confused with the oil drain bolt, and they end up draining their transmission fluid. So it is a hex 10 millimeter style bolt or screw, whatever you want to call it. So if you don't have that, make sure you go and buy one before you tackle this project. I looked in my manual, and I thought maybe they would have a 10 millimeter Allen wrench in there, but they didn't. So be sure to have that, so you'll pop that out. That's how your oil drains. Then as you come up here, back to the top, you'll see your oil filter right here. It even tells you what oil filter to get, and this is the oil filter that actually came in the kit, so I didn't have to worry about that. Just get it right here. I was able to get some oil filter pliers on there, break it loose, and then I was able to untwist it by hand and slap the new one back on, easy peasy. Next is your air filter system. This is a really easy change to do. All it is you have these tabs right here coming across the front, and there's also some on the back side. You just pull those tabs off, you lift this up, and that'll give you access to your filter. You can pull the old filter out, clean it up in there. It's going to be really dirty depending on where you live. Mine was pretty bad. And clean it up. Once you get it cleaned up, you can put your new filter in and reinstall your airbox cover. The fuel filter is found right here, and I did take the cover off that went over this seatbelt harness, and to do that, you'll need to pop the cap off of your shifter, and there's a little 15 millimeter bolt down there. Pop that off, and there's a couple little T20 screws, and it'll pop right out. This was held on with some clips right here onto the frame, and to get these off, you'll see this is the top of the little connector here, and this is on the bottom side. You can push from the bottom, you can push those out, or if you're on the top side, you can try to get up underneath these edges and kind of pry them up. You don't have to take them all the way out, just get them loose, and it'll pop right off, and then you can put your new filter on. And I'm going to put some new clips. Don't have clip pliers. You're probably going to tear your clips up, and I don't have my clip pliers with me. They're at work. So I'm going to put some new clips in here. So if you don't have clip pliers, either go get you some clip pliers or be prepared to put some new clips in here to fasten your filter. So there you have it. That's pretty much it for the home maintenance kit that we have. This is a pretty simple task to do. It only took me a couple of hours to knock out all of this. The hardest thing was tearing things down to get there to the fuel filter. I know that there's some things we didn't do. We didn't go through the coolant system. We didn't go through the front and rear transmissions, but transmission oil. But if that's something that you are trying to figure out, I will say that if you do have the John Deere manual, it is very thorough and actually walks you through pretty much anything that you would need to do service-wise on this machine with pretty detailed diagrams and step-by-step instructions, so you can always check that out. But I do hope that this video was quick and something that was easy and useful for anybody that has a John Deere Gator. I know I've heard nightmare stories about servicing these, especially getting to that spark plug behind the passenger seat. Really, it wasn't nothing to it with an extension and a wobble socket. Nothing you can't manage, and I hope this video finds you well. If you like it, I encourage you to like the channel and give us a subscribe. Thank you.